Hi, Aaronts. Julia here, coming to you on July 21st, 2022. Another one of my fabulous low-tech productions. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to talk about the vapor canopy, underground civilizations, and the end times. Much of what I'm presenting is what I've grasped from Archaix, along with my thoughts and opinions and speculations, and it might not always match up exactly with what Jason thinks. Of course, my opinions often change, and probably his do too. Okay, again, keep in mind that you're an immortal being having a unique and privileged experience in a contained biosentient hologram. None of this is real. It's just a ride, to quote Bill Hicks. So, under vapor canopy conditions, the day sky is purple, and the night sky is magnified and bright. Sunlight comes through the thick layer of water in the mesosphere, but no round object is seen like it is today. At night, the stars and moon appear much closer and brighter. There's a misty dew on the flora every morning, but it never rains. That's why no one believed Noah. The notion of rain was absurd in his time. The vapor canopy atmosphere is charged with vital force, so to speak. Volcanism, along with the thickening of the mesosphere, allows for a terrarium effect. The combination of nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and other elements are at optimal levels for life to thrive. The thickened mesosphere protects from harmful radiation, while the increased volcanism delivers positive ambient radiation. All these effects make for a very rich, lush atmosphere teeming with life. All DNA of all life gets activated, the so-called junk DNA, gets activated under vapor canopy conditions, allowing beings to reach unfathomable size and potential. During the last vapor canopy, reptiles and amphibians grew humongous, giving us what Quackademia calls dinosaurs. Quackademia is a term I borrowed from Sylvie from the New Earth channel. I love it, Quackademia. Humans also became very large, hence the Titans. Under vapor canopy conditions, men are extremely strong and resilient, having superhero powers. Women, with their heightened abilities, were the rulers and able to sway behavior using only their minds. In a vapor canopy, wounds heal in seconds and lifespan is extended tenfold. Dying is virtually impossible. During the last vapor canopy, a matriarch ruled for over 450 years until the vapor canopy was collapsed by a phoenix event, creating the Great Flood. There's no written history with regard to the matriarch. Their history was purposely destroyed. Women were demonized and abused in order to gain power from them, because early on, after the vapor canopy collapsed, they still had their supernatural abilities, just like there were still Titans at that time. The witch hunts, etc., all started after the Great Flood. The offspring of Titans became giants, and the offspring of giants became us. During the previous vapor canopy, large walls were built around the metropolises to protect the people from gigantic animals hunting them. Even pets got huge. I'm sure there were giant fresh ripe fruit everywhere unless the dinosaurs ate them all. Maybe we become breatharians in vapor canopy environments. There are beings that live in vapor canopy environments that can't live in our current atmosphere. Many, if not all of these beings currently live underground and could potentially surface after the 2040 return of the vapor canopy. During the upcoming vapor canopy conditions, we, in our current avatar, have the potential to heal from any ailments we have and extend our lives out through the end of the simulation in 2178. So I guess I'll see y'all in 2178. There's way more real estate under the surface of the earth than there is on the surface. There are potentially civilizations that have been there for centuries. There are tiers where some groups aren't allowed. There are beings underground that don't know that there are other civilizations other than their own. The handlers of the parasitic rulers are most likely underground waiting for the next vapor canopy atmosphere to surface. Some civilizations may be advanced and others very primitive. and everything in between. There are both good and evil civilizations underground. Jason says that before 2040 we'll be in a Sodom and Gomorrah state. Kind of like now, but even worse. We'll have plenty of food, but unnecessary items and luxury items will be out of reach for most. In 2046, when the Nemesis object strikes again, the devastation will be even more extreme. The length of the year will reduce to 240 days, and the length of the day will reduce to 16 hours. This is the quickening spoke of in scriptures. 60 years following the Nemesis event, in the year 2106, Enoch will return and the Great Pyramid of Giza will be capped with the chief cornerstone, ending AIX's influence. I think. I have a lot of questions and speculation when it comes to that. Still unclear. Perhaps errants have the opportunity to exit the simulacrum upon Enoch's return in 2106. The rapture. Perhaps 144,000 errants choose to stay until 2178 to witness the final days of the apocalypse. Maybe there's a chance to end the simulacrum early, like in 2106. So we're living out our final days of the prophecies. There's going to be unimaginable mayhem and destruction. We have to always keep in mind that we're spiritual beings having a physical seeming experience. We can manifest the reality we want as long as we stay fearless. I plan to stay focused on how I want my life to be. It sounds very self-serving, but there's no stopping what's about to play out. One thing you might want to manifest is a good tribe in a pleasant location and not having to witness the worst of it. According to Jason, when the simulacrum collapses, it takes all the bad with it, including predators and parasites. We keep the lessons and regain all our memories from all our lives in order to be ambassadors to others in creation, sharing our wisdom obtained from this simulacrum experience. So there you go. Please offer any needed edits in the comments. If need be, I'll make a video with the updates for all these videos in this playlist. And if you find this useful, please consider subscribing and sharing. And thanks for listening, and have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.